First off, happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for joining. Make sure you follow. I appreciate all the feedback and support. But it is rivalry weekend. Yes, teams are playing their rivals. Let's start with Texas A&M and Texas. Yeah, Texas is playing much better. Yes, Arch is playing much better, but I don't know if it's enough to beat Texas A&M. That O-line for Texas is still a little iffy. The run game is still a little iffy. When you're playing top-notch teams, you've got to be able to execute at the line of scrimmage. I'm not saying Texas can't do it. We've seen it happen before, right? Texas A&M melts. Texas beats them. Same old, right? I just don't know if this Texas team is good enough to beat the Aggies. So I'm taking the Aggies to win and to go to the SEC title game. Alabama-Auburn. I think the spread is just like 5.5. That means somebody thinks this is going to be a close game. Can Auburn stop Alabama's run game? I mean, Alabama's run game hasn't really been that great. So if Auburn can shut that down and make them one-dimensional, could they have a chance? Possibly, yeah. I'm still taking Alabama, but I will say if Alabama doesn't win, DeBoer probably needs to get his ticket out of town because it's just not going to be a good look if Alabama loses this game and blows all playoff chances. I'm taking Alabama. Michigan and Ohio State. Michigan seemed to have Ohio State's number when it comes to this game as of late, right? Here's the one thing that Michigan probably does well, and the reason why that they've defeated Ohio State the last couple of years. They're able to run the ball. They're able to pound the ball off tackle, off guard. And this year they have a running quarterback, right? Ohio State is great defensively. Caleb Downs and all these guys, they do different things, different schemes, different looks. But all that is null and void if you can pound it right up the gut, right off tackle, right off guard. All of that other stuff is negated. And that's something Michigan is very, very capable of. And they're going to try it. And they're probably going to have some success. But in the end, if Ohio State can overcome that, if they can deal with that, get key stops, don't turn this into a fist fight, right? If they can get Smith and Carnell loose and going, if they can get a lead and force Michigan to have to play catch up and pass the ball, Ohio State will be fine. I'm taking Ohio State in this one. Rivalry weekend. It should be a good one. And then next week, we have conference championship games. Stay tuned.